That's a great question, and I want to make sure that I'm understanding you correctly, but I do believe what you're asking for essentially is how do the rental rates compare to the actual home values and the home prices? In other words, from an investor standpoint, what is your cash on cash return? And so, in the investment world, obviously, it's generally better to leverage your assets, right? That is, if you want it to appreciate quickly and, if you want to be able to diversify. So, of course, I'm not a financial advisor by any means, but what I would say is that, for example, Saratoga, Los Altos, some of these higher end markets, your entry level price point for a 3-bedroom is going to be in the twos. Low to mid twos, maybe high ones. And the rental rates are going to be in the high fives, sixes, and low sevens, generally, right? And of course, we're being very general because we're talking very broadly here, right? Good website is rentometer.com, rentometer.com. That'll give you a good idea of what the rents are and everything. But here's the thing, right? And I know that I'm going way over time, but let's talk about this for a second because you're asking for investment advice, essentially, right? And what many people fail to realize is that the high end has been a coveted asset by so many, especially foreign money and foreign investors. And to them, a lot of these people, money is no object, right? And so the high end has become inflated in the sense because there are, especially in from an investment standpoint, because there are so many investors coming in with their loads of cash and all they know about is Palo Alto, right? And so when I'm working with investors right now, I would much rather see them diversify into 4 or 5 different single-family homes throughout the area for the same price. Okay, maybe not 4 or 5, but 3 to 4 single families where, number one, your cash flow is going to be a lot better. Okay, you could double whatever the rent was on one home as opposed to 3 or 4 single family homes around the area for maybe six to 800,000, right? In addition, your appreciation is also going to be better. And you're probably thinking, what? How could it be better than the Mid-Peninsula, than the high end? Well, let's talk about that for a second, right? There are pockets of areas here in the Bay, and particularly, parts of San Jose, believe it or not, and some parts of East Bay, and even parts east of the 101 in the Mid-Peninsula, East Palo Alto, East Menlo Park. These are areas where the appreciation potential is much greater, in my opinion, than almost anywhere else in the Bay Area, and especially the high end. The high end, quite honestly, is kind of stuck in neutral right now. So you are much better off for the short-term cash flow and the long-term appreciation potential to pick up 3 to 4 smaller, not smaller, but less expensive single-family homes that just have much more appreciation potential. And the question you really have to ask yourself is, do you want to be sexy or do you want to be rich? Because if you want to be sexy, go buy that house in Los Altos or Saratoga, collect the investment, it'll be nice trophy property. But the reality is that if you want to make money, go my way. Talk to you soon. Bye.